Okay, this video looks at using Excel to find a chi-squared goodness of fit result. This is based upon the paper problem that I gave you, and you can see it's to do with the directions the students left the Students' Union in after a drink. So we can see there our categories with the number of degrees and then the number of students who fitted into each category, or our frequency, which when I auto-summed it came to 128. So now we need to calculate our expected values. So if we just use the usual fashion for this, you'll see it comes to 32, and I'll just drag that down if I can persuade the cursor to sit on the right part of the cell. There we go. So we've now got our expected values in place. So the next thing we've got to do is calculate the chi-squared result. And we know that we're going to have to, again, use the formulas. So we've got our actual count or frequency, then subtracting the expected frequency. And then we've got to use hat to show that we're squaring it. And that's obviously got to be divided by 32 as our expected value, which gives us a result there of 0.125. So we're going to stretch that formula for the other calculations again by grabbing onto that little green box at the corner, dragging down and hoping it's identified it, which it has. So we've now got our various values there that have to be summed. So if we go to, except I can't find it on this one quickly, there we go, auto sum. There we go. So we now can see that these, when summed together, gives us 1.6875, which is a slightly longer version than the one we would have had from the paper calculation. Now that tells us that we've got a chi of 1.6875. Now we know that we had 3 degrees of freedom because it was n, and there are 4 categories, so n is 4 minus 1. That gave us 3 degrees of freedom, which when we looked it up on the chi-squared tables gave us 7.815. So alpha is 7.815. Now obviously 1.6875 rather is less than 7.815, and therefore we failed to reject the null hypothesis as specified in our worked answer earlier. And that means that